So, how are you guys? Mm. No, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, Hope. I'm so upset as well. I know that today is supposed to be like a very romantic Wednesday. You know, we have some romantic readings. Um, but yeah, because of today's news, I'm a citizen, so even though Taylor is not my bias, but he's part of the group that I support, so it affects you. It affects you. And I don't know, it's just a weird feeling of the the realization that I guess we all have this realization of like, you know, someday it could be the day where we hear this kind of news or where we hear certain truths about not just about idols, about the entertainment in general. um, but I don't know, I think that when it happens to a group that is so close to your favorite, um, it it affects you. It definitely it affects you. It affects your perception. You're like, oh wow. I guess again, like I'm reminded again that, you know, humans can be awful. Um, that you know, there's a lot of things. And that we are sometimes in a very toxic environment that we don't realize until those things happen. Um, oh, don't tell me I'm running out of sugar. Yeah, it's a mix of a lot of emotions. It's like anger, sadness, a part of like, oh, I knew this was going to happen at some point. I didn't know how, when, who, but I somehow knew. Because we keep it real here in the community. We have different opinions, of course, always with respect. Um, but um, it's like when you think about a scandal, when we seen what happened with the Burning Sun situation, I don't know. From my perception, that was like awful, and I was praying it wouldn't happen again. But it's occurring. It's occurring in different circles, but I believe it's still occurring. So I'm not an expert about Korea. I hear certain creators that talk about Korea, about laws, about their society, about Luna, Luna. Sorry, guys, I'm shouting to my cat in Spanish. Sorry, she's scratching the door because she wants to go out. Mm. Mm-hmm. I'm not even a Citizen fan, but I got affected too. It really puts fear in you that your fate could be same or worse. Yeah, I wish peace to the victims. Yeah. I'm not reading into rumors, but SM dropping him is a clear hint that he's at fault somehow. Mm? Even as therapist, knowing fully well human mind and behavior and working with it daily is still shocking and disappointing. Yes, yes. it's like, I don't know why, but probably this has to do with how emotionally we are connected to this artist. Because, like Marushka said, I have my fair share of, as a therapist, of, talking to clients, people that I see once, twice a week. And we have a sort of like routine. We know each other for a certain time, but there's always that session, that encounter, that day where they decide to tell me something about themselves. Of course, that is not to the level of, oh, I'm sort of like telling you about a crime that I committed. No, because if that was the case, I will have to, break the confidentiality and also let people know about this, let the authorities know about this that I had been confessed to. But there's certain truths about people. People just, having this very, these truths. Like, okay, like I feel like, like I'm not happy. I feel like I hate this person, or I don't like this, or I'm not happy with this. Like I despise this, and there's this level of like, okay, I take it in, like I am with you, I empathizing with what you're sharing. So somehow it's like, I sort of, in their body language, I sort of can see it when the day is going to be the day. I'm somehow like expecting someday that the person is going to drop a huge revelation. So somehow I'm waiting. I'm like, okay, one day we talk about superficial things. The next week we are going to open up something deeper, something hurtful, something painful, something ridiculous. I don't know, but it's their experience. So somehow I can sort of see it coming. So, like Marushka said, there's something about us, our own truths, and also having the possibility of opening up without feeling judged. That we're like, okay, I guess I have to tell you about this part of myself. And there's people that have dark sides. We all have them. We all have them. It's just that saying it out loud, it brings a level of like, okay, I'm confronting my darkness, or that this part that I'm not sharing with others. I had also clients myself that they describe themselves as stalkers, as compulsive people, people that just get attached to their exes, to their friends, to they believe that they own this person. Like I had clients like this. So somehow I'm like, I can sort of see it. I'm like, yeah, okay, tell me more. Let's see where this comes from. Let's see how can I help you. How can I be there for you? But from the place of a K-pop fan, that this is a brand new world for me, because I haven't been in like I was in army. I discovered BTS in 2018, but then because of this channel, because of all the other groups that had debuted, I became a multi-stan. But it's like NCT is precious to me. It's like that group that for me has that uniqueness, or that thing that I like. That I sort of, out of all the groups, I'm like, that is my group. So seeing all these things happening, I'm like, what does this say about me? That, like, am I okay with this? How are we going to move on from this? Are they going to be able to move on from this? Like, my perception is changing all the time. And also listening to other people's point of view, also you get affected. The media and the excess of information, also you're like, okay, what is the truth? So yeah. Could this case have been going on for a while? Was Ted even active recently? I seen him sort of performing seated, and he participated in the lesson B. But there were people that they were saying that there were some some content, especially like some NCT content, NCT 127 content where Tail wasn't present. Like they were like, oh, the staff must be like not wanting to add him to the content. I don't know. People used to think that that was weird that they wouldn't show Tail much, but now they're thinking like, oh, maybe the staff was aware. So yeah. There was a Korean account, the victim apparently, that was always posting about it for a while. I guess some person paid attention to it and investigated it for some time. Yeah, how it changes your experience music that is supposed to be healing or make you feel happy. SM Insane Fast Reaction has been interesting. Yeah, Rim, we haven't seen that before. I don't know if it's the moon, I don't know what is it, but Luna is going crazy now. She's trying to open the door. I don't know what is going on with this cat. I don't know if it's the day. Wait a minute, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm back. Yeah, Luna feeling the planet shift. I don't know. She's so annoying lately. She's so annoying. It's like she has been acting so annoying. I don't know what's wrong with her. I think that she's like, she has been losing weight, but also she has been like so hungry. So hungry. She wants to eat like all the time. Like I have Negrita on the other side, and she's laying down to sleep. So she's behaving. But the other one, I don't know. I don't know what is it with her. She's getting on my nerves. I swear. And also, I'm getting that I don't have sugar. I know I'm supposed to be consuming things without sugar, but I'm feeling miserable. This is too bitter. Oh, have you changed your setting a little when it looks different since last time I saw? Yes, I did. I have this table that sometimes I move it like closer to the wall, and sometimes I'm like a bit far away. Um, no apologies, hiatus, nothing. Straight up dismissal. The wall feels closer for some reason. Yeah, that's what I was telling people the other day, that when I change it, I did change it because remember when I had my desk, I had it like very close to the other wall. And when you saw this sort of like thing that I have for um, the this cloth that I have for the wall. It looked very far away, and I was like, I feel like I cannot see. Like usually, I use very monotone colors. Like I usually wear beige or white or black sometimes, not all the time. So sometimes like the background gets lost. So I was like, I want to add more colors. I want to add more colors to the setting. I want it to look like a bit much more interesting or brighter, a bit warm. Um, but yeah, that's why I moved the desk. I moved the desk. Um, no, she cannot get pregnant. Did I read this, Newt? I believe I did read your comment. that it says, this really makes you wonder if you would be better if K-pop acted like Hollywood, where there's a minimum contact with fans, no constant lives, reality shows, to get less attached. Yeah. It's just that this makes you wonder. This makes you wonder. It's like, for example, you have a favorite product, you know, that you had been buying all these years. That you are like, okay, this is my favorite product. You know, and then all of a sudden this product gets taken away from the shelves because it's dangerous or it's supposed to have a danger or a flaw that is danger to consume. And all of a sudden, like, it's taken away from the shelves and you're like, but that was my favorite product. Like, how, and how do I know that if I choose another product, it's not going to be damaged as well? No, she's just been annoying, Samara. She's just been annoying. I don't know what she wants. She's just annoying, annoying, annoying. But yeah, guys, I don't know. I don't know. Now I feel, and also for me as a tarot reader, also, you know, we were talking on Discord about this. I had read for Tail in Gemini season. I had read for him. The cards all indicated success. He even got a card of another deck that I believe it was the Six of Pentacles, but the keyword of that deck was success. So I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know what did I miss. I don't know what is going on. I keep pulling cards and they are all very positive. So I think that probably maybe for me, if I get positive cards or bright cards, I'm like, maybe it means that he's transitioning this with tranquility in his heart, that he's not suffering, that he's not attached to this, that he's not bothered, maybe. That's why I was like, okay, maybe I will pull cards for this later. I will pull cards for this whole situation on Saturday, on the live stream of Saturday. Let's wait for things to calm down a bit. Let's leave a few days also. Maybe we can get new information. But the tarot, honestly, I don't know what's going on. the decks are not helping me to see anything. Because if I could see something, I would tell you guys. But honestly, I'm not. And when I pull the cards, I'm not being biased. It's not that, oh, because, you know, I'm a citizen, I cannot see. No, I read for a lot of people that I love and I appreciate. And when the cards and the tarot is like, you know, I have to tell you this, like, the tarot is very straightforward. It doesn't matter who I read for, if I like the person or not. Like, the tarot is like this. It shows this is the thing. Tell them. But about Tail, I don't know what's going on, guys. I don't know. I don't know. I hope the members are okay. Tail must be erect. Wait for the police to actually come out with actual information. The police is supposed to comment on it tomorrow. Ah, okay. So we should know at least what his crimes were. Yeah, because also the word crimes, you know, you're like, oh my God. And me as a woman, I also feel so, how can I say this? I feel so disgusted as a woman, you know, because this is serious. And we know this can happen. It's happening to a lot of women. It's happening to a lot of people. So it's like that reminder that we are not safe. what if that person is a loved one of yours? Like, how would you react? Like that's why we all were like a bit like not just shook, but because it's not like, oh well, he committed something, he did something, I don't know, he did something, and you're like, oh, that's wrong. Okay, this is like, I feel like for me as a woman, I'm like, mm, mm, I'm not feeling very well. And I guess we all in the community, we all felt the same. We all felt this nauseous feeling of like, you know, yes, as women have it hard. It's honestly draining. Yeah, depressing and a morbid feeling even. Also, since they didn't specify the nature of the crime, my mind went to the worst places. Yeah, when I read it, I was like, oh no. I thought it was, you know, because, you know, my English is not that good. So when I saw that word, I was like, oh no. Who did he hurt? Like, my imagination went places. But nevertheless, it's like, even if there's not like something physical, the like the harassment, you know, sometimes when we get also like all on the defensive, when we're like, oh, because idols get their privacy all the time violated, you know, there's sasangs, you know, there's these people that just harass them and they stalk them, and we actually never stop to think that they can do this to others, like that this person, this man can be a stalker himself. Oh, I guess Lucas seemed like an angel after that. I was actually wondering who the victim was, their age too. That's the question that came to mind first. Yeah. Even though I read there's people that still think that yes, it is a minor. There's people that, you know, but I think that also I was reading on Twitter, and I was like, you know, there's these people that I understand where they come from, and definitely they are asking for other fandoms to, you know, be not. It's not about being respectful. It's just that you don't take this opportunity to, you know, compare and give these like these moral teachings of like, oh, my bias would never. Please, let's not do that. You know, let's not do that. Because we don't know. We don't know. Probably someday we will, but it's going to be very late. It's probably going to, depends on how much money some can have or influence, probably it's going to take a few years. But yeah, when it hits you close and it's someone that you admire, you have to be respectful, even if it's not about your group or your favorite group. It's like, be respectful to the fans and the victim. It's not the moment to be like, oh, because I never experienced this because my bias would never. It's not. They're all men. That's all we can say, and we keep saying this, and this is the reality. They are men. They are men. They have sexual needs just like we all have, and probably because of how restricted their routine is and their schedule and the fear of getting caught and a lot of interruptions that they have in their very little time or privacy that they have, probably they also live very frustrated lives. So, let's not, be like, oh, because this is great and the other one is not, you know. I already seen. Ah, yeah. We are not surprised. Yeah. Was Tail going to the military? Do you guys think the military does a background check on these idols before than this? I don't know, but there's something about Tails enlisting that that was a question that I had on my mind for a while. I understood that he had this accident. And then, well, the enlistment wasn't a talk, a sort of like conversation, or it wasn't. But I don't know why I found it very weird, because I was like, but aren't they supposed, like, I don't know, even say, okay, Tail entered the process of, I don't know, taking some courses, or he was selected for this unit. Once he recovers, he's going to go back to that unit. But no, he came to do some promo with NCT 127. So I was like, when is Tail going to enlist? Because no one was talking about Tail enlistment, while we have Taeyeon already, like, in the military. So I was like, why no one is talking about Tail enlistment? And honestly, when I read, and this I said when I read for Tail in Gemini season, that I got the 9 of Cups, and I was like, he is getting a dream come true. He's so happy because it's like he's getting a dream come true. And I was like, could it be that he's getting an exemption? I don't know, exemption. I don't know how it's called in English. Sorry, guys. But I was like, because he also got the Magician, so there was something about like, okay, I'm getting what I want, exactly what I want. So I was like, is he trying to get, because I didn't see nothing about enlistment. I didn't see him going away somewhere. No. So I was like, could it be that he was just so happy and he was so proud of himself. So I was like, he's getting something that he wanted. He's like happy because he's getting something that he wanted. I was like, maybe he just is waiting to get, I don't know, not an exemption, but maybe, not to go to this unit and go to this one. Maybe that's how they caught him after the check. Because why the police start to pay attention to the victims now? Military court was way more lenient to Seungri, and that's how he got away with much light sentence. So why he isn't in military already, if that's what they do to get away with things? Maybe because the victims recently filed a report, I guess. Public service. But at the same time, I don't know, I'm curious about the tarot readings. Just like taking away the anger, the frustration, being a bit disappointed, being a bit sad about this, because this is definitely going to impact the other members. We have seen it with Jaehyun has just released his solo, and now this happens. So I don't know, and also I believe it's going to impact some fans as well. They are all reviewing how this makes them feel. So I'm like, why the cards are so light on this? From my entire reading experience, because this is what the channel is about, trying to remove the part of being a fan. I'm like, what is going on with the readings? What is going on with the readings? Why does he get all these cards? Like, I really want to know. Maybe there's something that we don't know, and that is going to be revealed soon. But yeah, I wonder what is going on. Oh, yeah, Chanyeol also. Chanyeol solo debut. I have seen, yesterday, I have seen EXO's CBX, Chen, Baekhyun, and Sumin. I have seen them in the red carpet of, I believe, Billboard Korea. And Baekhyun is so small, like, I see him like so, I don't know how tall he is. Maybe I'm like, oh, he's small, but maybe he's taller than me. I don't know. I see him and he looks small. And I'm like, but he's looking nice. Baekhyun is looking nice. It's like, I like it. I like it. I like Baekhyun. I like Baekhyun. And also he's getting boss vibes. I like it. The black hair looks amazing on him. I like Baekhyun. No, I on Discord I pulled some cards. I pulled two, and they were very positive. I asked if he was guilty, and I got very positive cards. Just very happy, like happy ending. I don't know how. I don't know. Yeah, CBX music is what we need. Yeah, and I don't know, guys. I think that also there's people. I have been talking with another other NCT and they were like, I think I'm going to stay a bit away from NCT 127 at the moment. And I believe I also need a break. I need. This doesn't mean that I will not support them in the future. But I think I need to focus on other groups at the moment, because it's just so much. It's too much. It's too much. It's like it's like when you feel nauseous. It's that feeling. It's that feeling. It's like I need to take distance. I need to take distance. Like and I think that is healthy. I think that is healthy also. It's healthy. Thank God that I'm a multi-stan, so there's a lot of groups that I adore. But yeah, it's just a bitter feeling. It's like I don't understand. And everything happened like so early in the morning, guys. When I woke up, I looked at Discord and everyone was talking about it, and I was like getting ready. I was like going to my house, preparing the breakfast, like while reading, and I didn't understand anything. I was trying to comment, like it was just a lot. It was just like, oh my, like it was like the bucket full of cold water fell on me. It's like, yeah, usually taking a break is the answer when there's a drama in entertainment field. You're like, yeah. I feel so bad for the members who's a schedule. And also reading the, like we were saying, probably because, maybe here in our community, some of us, we are in our 30s, of course, there's other people that are in their 20s, but, they are so, they have their lives, they have their ambitions, they are not like that, on K-pop all the time. They have their favorites, but, they have their reality. So since we have like a level of maturity and realism in the community, like we were able to be like, okay, if this is true, let justice do the work. Let's pray for the best. Always supporting the women in this situation. We're not trying to. This is why I'm not saying like I'm not bringing back the tarot to justify. No, it's just to see what's available. That's it. But reading other people's comments that they had been fans longer. Probably they had been fans of Tail or they had been fans of NCT for a long time, buying their merch, seeing their messages of being so heartbroken. Like me, if I'm just like a baby and citizen, it's not that long that I had been part of the fandom. And I'm like shook. I cannot imagine someone that has been since the beginning or the early stages. Like it makes me sad to read how they feel, how the fan feels as well, because we can all be all intelligent and detached and be like, yeah, well, they're human, they're men, yeah, this was expected, oh, I knew this was coming, oh yeah, I saw it. But then there's people that even though you read it, you're like, okay, this happened, but it still hurts. It still hurts. So seeing some people blaming themselves, being like, how come I didn't see this? How come I supported this? The money that I spent, like all these things that you're like, it's when you break up, or it's like a breakup. It's when you break up and then you finally realize, who the person is, and you start like evaluating everything, and you're like, what did I do? Why? Someone here wants to say to Mino that's cool. You can say hi to him. Mino loves his fans and posts quite big. It feels like a slap in the face. I'm looking at his chart and transits, and Jupiter and Mars are transiting Gemini. Justice coming for him in this case. Also, what is Saturn return for him? Yeah, honestly, I'm in shock, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Okay. Yes, times like this really snaps you back to reality. I'm going to tell you guys who I have on my list for today's reading. Was next for them in love, and I have Jenny, I have the boy Sanyeon, I have Junjin of Le Sserafim, I have Wonu of 17, and Hypen Hisun, and Hypen J, Twice Momo, Shiny Taemin, Jungkyo of Treasure, Van Chan of Stray Kids, and Lee Seon Hyuk. He's an actor. Lee Seon Hyuk. I believe he is the other guy of Lovely Runner. He's like the other male interest, like the second lead, I believe. I don't know much about him. Oh wait, I have to. Have to accommodate this. The other day um, I was rewatching the live stream, um, and I was so annoyed because in the screen I could see a cable here, like the charger of the phone, and I believe it stayed on this side. It stayed for like 15 minutes, and I don't know if it's because we are in Virgo season, but I was getting so annoyed. I was getting so annoyed. I was like, take that cable away. Why aren't you seeing that it's in the way? I was getting, oh, so sensitive. I don't know why. I just didn't like to see it there. Oh, I was like so annoyed. I don't know. It just, it made me feel very sensitive seeing it, as if it was out of place. So I was like, yeah, Virgo season is kicking me. Yeah, definitely. Ah, she's a member, Fluffy. She's a member. Yashoda also has it. Yeah, actually, I believe this is the first time that I'm doing a reading that is concentrated on their love lives to see what's available. Let's see, let's see. When I have this cable, I feel like I cannot move. But the other one, the wireless one, is so annoying because I'm afraid it's going to turn off. And hey, Vanis Pro. Okay, let's start with Jenny. What's next for her love life in these months that are still extending for what's the rest of the year? Does someone remember if from the last reading what night it was? It was a night of wands, right? The person that it was like an admirer that I saw of her. Because I got a knight again here. Knight of Wands. Yeah, I got a Knight of Pentacles. Okay, for Jenny. We start with the Page of Swords. This is a card that Jenny, Jisoo, they always get. When it comes to love, when it's love. The Five of Cups, the Hangman, Knight of Pentacles. And she, from the Oracle of the Romance, she got the card of Deception. So she is disappointed in someone. It says, a deception only takes you away from the wrong place. So yeah, there's some teaching about this, this deception that she's facing in love. Yeah, I think that she's still not over someone. Definitely here with the Page of Swords and the Five of Cups, definitely she's very like regretful, she's very remorseful, she probably is trying to act cool, you know, she's trying to be rational about it. She's like, yeah, I don't care, I don't, you know, I'm living my life, like somehow, you know, if we're gonna see each other anymore, or if there's some disagreement, it's like, I'm okay, I'm a strong woman, you know, I'm protecting myself. It's like I'm not hurt, but yeah, she is hurt. She is hurt. She's still hurt about something in the love department. And seeing her as this Page of Swords, definitely it lets me know that she doesn't have much experience in love, I would say. Well, she's actually like not that, she's not that old, you know, she's a young woman yet. But I think that probably her perception of romance or relationships is I think that she still hasn't felt that love. You know, when you feel that connection or that passionate connection. I think that for her it's more about like, you know, we have conversations, we flirt, we talk, we exchange messages. He said this to me, I said this to him. So there's a lot of like communication, pictures, you know, a lot of information being shared as friends, I would say, friends with benefits. But so this is why I think that there's a part of her that she's like, you know, I'm not that affected because it's not like I was in love. But the Five of Cups is actually reminding her that she lost something, you know, even though maybe it's not like, oh, it's the love of your life. But this was important. Maybe she misses talking to this person. She misses the communication. I believe that probably for Jenny, communication is important. And there's something about her also probably in this connection being very verboratic or just like sending a lot of messages and sort of getting used to this dynamic of whenever I send you a message, you respond. Or whenever I send you a provocation through messages or I attack you through messages, you respond. So in that dynamic, I am sort of feeling validated in this relationship. Like as long as we keep fighting or arguing over text or over technology, in the middle is like there's something in there. There's something in there. So she's like, you know, I'm sort of I'm a bit sad that we don't have that anymore, or that we, you know, I cannot just call you when I want to call you. So yeah, and also I think that this is the person. This is the person that she's hung up on on this person. I don't think that is over. I don't think that is over. Also because I think that when she is sort of going to start to move on, this person is going to appear or is going to say something that is going to put her on pause again. So I think that this person also is very slow moving. Probably doesn't do much for her, but whenever this person appears, she freezes. It's like that's how important this person is for her. that even though she says it out loud, she sort of professes and swears that there's nothing going on, that she's alone, that she's single, but then this person is making their way back to your life, and you freeze. You're like, oh, there he is again. So this is not a nobody, someone that I rejected and I'm like, oh yeah, that's someone random that I don't know. No, this person makes you feel something because you stop for them. You stop for them. But probably because this person is so slow moving that maybe she's like, okay, I guess we are over because you haven't said anything, you have been gone. But this person is not giving up. Slowly, but he's getting, he's coming back. It's going to take how long it's going to take, but he's coming back. He's coming back. He's coming back, guys. He's coming back. And she is waiting for him. Yeah, there could be other people, of course. I don't see someone potential here. I don't see someone. But I think that it has to do with this, that is deception. Maybe she is disappointed. She is disappointed in this person, like somehow there was some unfinished business. So even though she tries to move on, there's this sadness. She's sad. She's trying to be rational about it. She's trying to be smart about it. Like, oh, I'm over this. I'm over this. I'm free. I'm free. No, you're not free. You're not free. As long as you feel the disappointment, it means that you care. Because if you wouldn't care, you wouldn't be disappointed. You wouldn't be disappointed. She's still holding a space. She's still holding a space. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like a badge. The little star is like a badge. Yeah. Hello, Lori. Remember Fluffy when remember Fluffy when I was reading for that person in that live stream, that it was you and another two. We were just three people in the live stream. And we were all guessing like, who is that? Who is that? Even I was shook. I was like, who is this King of Swords? Well, now it doesn't seem like a King of Swords. It's more like a knight. he's like, he's a much more humble guy, much more, he has to work, he has a schedule. He's a bit much more like, he lowered of status. He's a worker at the moment. The King of Swords. Sheriff of this place. The King of Swords. That live stream was. That live stream was legendary in our community. Yeah, we were all dropping names. Like, who is could it be this? Could it be that? We never actually had idea. We were like, no. Even though I said that the person was very wanted, that she was going to be annoyed because this person had a lot of followers, a lot of uh, people. I said a lot on that live stream, but yeah, and then everything began, and we were like, those were happy times. You know, when the news, like, we need more dating news, like real news, so we can laugh. We need more dating news, happy dating news. Okay, I'm going to continue with the voice Sanyon. Hey, Danya. Mm-hmm. Yeah, more dating news, please. Yes. Okay, for the boy Sanyon, we have the Five of Wands, Two of Cups, the Star card, and Six of Cups. And we have the card from the Oracle. We have the card of changes. Changes. With change, it leads to an inner process. Work together with your couple or with your partner. There's trouble in paradise, I would say. I would say he's in a relationship, but I would say there's problems, there's differences, there's conflicts in the connection. Um, Not that tragic. I would say not that tragic, but yeah, there's maybe one of them in the relationship has this resistance to change. It's like they have to change something, or maybe one of them wants a change, an update on their relationship, or they want I don't know, they want someone to change. Maybe they are like, I want us to change. I want you to change. I want you to change this. And I think that they are not getting to an agreement. They are not getting to an agreement, but they love each other. They love each other. Definitely the love is there. And also with the Star card and the Six of Cups, I think that they are meant to be somehow. I would say this person. I don't think that this person is from the industry. I don't think this person is from the industry. Actually, the Six of Cups, it gives me like childhood friend. It gives me someone that knows him from before. But at the same time, seeing the Six of Cups here, I believe that probably there's something about their past that keeps coming back. So I don't know if they had I don't know, other friends in common when they started dating or something. But it seems like there's always some things from the past that keeps coming back to challenge them, or to challenge the connection. But with the Star card, there's this feeling of like we are meant to be, even if we have a discussion, even if we separate. They do have a lot of discussions, I would say. They do have a lot of discussions. It's not easy to maintain a relationship with someone. It's not easy. But with the Star card and the Six of Cups, the cards are like sort of advising them to always go back to the past when things were simpler, or probably when they first fell in love, or when they first met, or on their first date. It's all about going back to the past and remember how it felt like and how it was so special back then. Because I believe that probably there's something about, yeah, maybe it's his lifestyle, that his lifestyle has a lot of restrictions. He probably also gets very moody and affected when he has certain challenges at work, or his own stardom or his own responsibilities. So this also he brings into the relationship. So it affects. But with the kind of changes, definitely they need to work as a couple, to because I think that they cannot. Things are changing. I don't know if maybe his partner wants him to officialize things. Maybe they want to get married, or maybe this person is changing jobs, is changing, they are moving out, or they are going to work somewhere else. So they are like, I'm going through professional changes myself, and I don't know if we will see each other that often. Will you come with me? And also him having also another changes in his own life. So be like, okay, will you be there for me? And then be like, I don't think I can make it. We will have to maintain this long distance, because you have your things, I have my things. So, but it's not negative. It's not negative. I hear with the Star and the Six of Cups, I see them always gravitating towards each other. So I don't see a separation. I don't see a separation, but I do see him taken. I do see him being in a relationship, and he is my bias. So like, I'm not lying. I'm not. If he was single, I would be like, yeah, I could see someone he's interested in. No, but the Two of Cups lets me know that he has a stable connection. He has a stable connection with someone, and has been going on for a while. For a while. He's preparing his fans by always showing up with his sister's kids. I'm gonna be a father soon, be ready. Yeah, I believe he is in a connection, but at the same time, there's something very stubborn about him. I would say he can be a bit annoying, like, because I see the ones, and I think that even though the connection is there and the relationship is there, I can also see him, being very dramatic, especially when he's in a bad mood. So I think that maybe he can also be a bit childish. I think that when I saw the card of changes, I was like, he doesn't want to change. He sort of wants, maybe he expects this person to drop everything that they have, and being like, okay, you need to be available to, to travel with me or to do this with me. And the person is like, no, this is important for me. I'm not giving this up. So his relationship is stable, but it always has a bit of drama, I would say. It's not like this relationship that is like, oh, yeah, we get along, yeah, this is my person. There's love, there's union, but there's also heavy discussions. There's heavy discussions. And probably both of them are equally focused on their careers and what they can achieve. They're very competitive. So, there's something about like, okay, my work and your work, and like, you don't care about me, there's like friction. I got Sanyon Opa. This is like a tiny oracle that actually an Argentinian creator, she made it. It's called the Romance Oracle, but it's in Spanish. I believe it's homemade, like she made it herself. She sort of like made the keywords up. But yeah, this deck also, like, not the Rider-Waite system, but the colors, it's from from an Argentinian creator. Yeah, it is. With my broken English, sometimes I have a bit of an issue to sort of translate it. But okay, I'm going to continue with U or who Junjin. Let's start off in Junjin. Let's see her love life. Hmm. 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 I was going to say in Spanish. But I was like, go Junjin also. We start for her, we start with the Tower. We have the Nine of Cups, the Empress. We have the King of Pentacles. And we have the card of signs. Signs. It says, pay attention to the signs. They can avoid you. They can sort of prevent you from, I don't know how you say, I don't know how you say it in English. They can sort of prevent you a disappointment in the future. But yeah, pay attention to the signs. Honestly, starting with the Tower and the Nine of Cups, I think that these are moments where, probably when it comes to relationships, Junjin has always had this very weird. It's not about being lucky, but it's like I think that is her level of confidence or how she shows herself that sometimes that sort of like puts her in situations or situationships with people that are not that stable. Or people that show initial interest in her and then they walk away, because we have here we start with the Tower cup, the Tower card, and the Nine of Cups. So there's something about, yeah, a lot of people probably promising things to her and wanting to see her, and then they disappear. It's like they ghost her, or there, and at the same time, there's this feeling of relief. It's like, thank God you ghost me, because actually I didn't like you that much. But probably for her also, relationships are not that stable. She probably still hasn't, like, maybe she doesn't have the time, because she's so busy and she has so many worries in her mind that probably, she could start some connections, something that actually makes her feel very satisfied with herself when it comes to her feeling good about herself, being like, oh, I'm getting messages from this person that I find attractive, that somehow, we get along, but there's no stability. It's like it's left in nothing. So I see her more also herself, instead of being left with this feeling of confusion, like, okay, what now? If this person ghosts me or if this person disappeared, like, what is it about me, because I see her that she's very reflective. She reflects a lot about herself as a female, as a woman. She has feelings. It's just that probably her life is very chaotic for a stable relationship at the moment. Probably also the people that approaches her are very mature, I would say. But then we have the Empress. So definitely, I see someone. I see someone coming her way. This person is not still in her life, but I see someone. I see a potential romance. But also this person is older than her. This is not an idol. This is not an idol. This is not someone of her age. This is someone older, probably someone influential, someone that has their own business, or someone that is very wealthy, because it comes with the Empress. So I sort of see this person being very generous with her, being like giving her gifts, attention. This person is going to be very serious about her, very serious about her. Probably they're going to also use excuse like, oh, I want to work with you, or I want to collaborate with you, and then this is how they're going to meet. This is how they're going to sort of like click, like have this special moment, this special first encounter. But also, I think that there's something about Junjin also that it's sort of like the cards are letting me know that probably this type of person, even though this person is older than her, this type of person is the ideal partner for her, because with this person it also comes like a boost of confidence in her. It's like she's starting to feel much more appreciated, much more seen as a woman, much more respected and validated, that probably when she dates people of her age, she feels so unstable, like she doesn't know how to understand guys of her age. There's something about them being so immature and being so unstable that she feels so it's not that she's like, oh, I'm pretending like I am wiser than the guys my age, but she sort of has this attitude, this intelligence. She has this ability or this view of life that is a bit much more mature. So it sort of makes sense that the person for her could be older and more experienced, because I can see her being seduced by someone like this, but also being. I think that this person is also going to make her feel like a woman. Like when we have the Empress, I sort of see her. When she meets this person, she's going to start to feel very confident in herself. She's going to go through a glow up, or she's going to, to show more confidence. She's going to be much more receptive, much more like sort of trusting herself a bit more. When she's in this glow up era, she's going to meet this person. And this person is very influential. But yeah. Also, again, the signs. Pay attention to the signs that can avoid you from, a disappointment. Definitely, because I see this here. She could get any idol, any guy that you are like, she could get them, all of them, because she has the power of seduction. She has the power of seduction. She could get all of them. But honestly, people her age don't come with anything good in relationships. So this is why, sometimes when these things don't work out, is because she deserves better. So it's like, pay attention to the signs. When that person gives you like, oh, you ghost me, or oh, you disappeared, it's like, take it as a sign. Be grateful. Be grateful that they disappear, because they are very childish. They are very childish. And she probably deserves better. She deserves better treatment. I don't know why I get that her potential future partner is going to be a very wealthy man. She does have that sophistication and more mature quality to her. She also has Moon conjunct Saturn in Gemini. Oh, makes sense for older partner. Oh, yes. Yeah, that Moon conjunct Saturn. Oh, Mars in Cap too? Ah, okay. Ah, very powerful lady. Yeah, it makes sense. She's too much for these people. She's too much. She's too ambitious. She's too centered in herself. She's very loyal also. So I think that, but usually we go through that. We meet people that we are like, yeah, this is not a good idea. Like you hear them talk and say certain things, and you're like, I'm wasting my time here. I love Mars in Cap. It's a great placement. Okay, I'm going to continue with Wonu of 17. Wonu of 17. Okay, for 1 of 17, we start with the Justice, we start with Pentacles, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and we have King of Cups. And from the Oracle, we have the card of Kindle Soul, Kindle, how is it? Kindle Spirit or Soulmate, how you want to say it. It says this can mean that you have found the ideal person for you. So yeah, I think that these cards actually don't show me any specific someone entering his way at the moment or in the future months, but I think that all of them lead to himself. For him to become this very open to relationships, just being very abundant in connections, just owning that he is this sensitive King of Cups, and that he has emotional needs, and that he also has the ability to give love and receive it. I think that first of all he has to work on himself. He has to work on the foundations of his own persona. All these cards, all these pentacles in here, especially the Justice, is like asking him to balance his sense of self. There's something about him probably wanting a relationship or wanting to start something or having a long-term commitment. But I think that first of all, he has to learn to love himself. He has to learn to love himself. But first of all, then the Justice card is like you have to be fair in connections. It's not about you giving too much or you receiving little or you giving little and also like demanding for more. There has to be a sense of balance and also a commitment. I think that he still hasn't found the commitment, the truthful nature of a relationship. I think that he wants it. He definitely wants it. He ambitions it. I think that now more than ever he's thinking about, maybe settling down, maybe, meeting his future spouse, or he's thinking about building a family. But first of all, the cards are like, in order for you to get this, you need to be centered yourself. You need to be centered yourself. And in this, also it can mean about money. Maybe it also has to do with his finances, because we have these two cards. We have the Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. So there's something about resources as well. Like, okay, you want to have a special someone. You want to have a stable relationship with someone. But you first have to build a sort of empire for yourself. And also probably, get more individual gigs. Get more deals for yourself. Start your own brand. Like shine more. Go out to shine more. Show more. Like gain more. There's something about probably there's something up here about achievements and finances. It's like you are very close to. Actually, he's not broke. He has potentials, opportunities. He has them. He has like a family, like a community that also is very probably is wealthy themselves. So there's something about probably the company as well that is sort of supporting him. But at the same time, the Nine of Pentacles is like before you enter a connection or before you think about your romantic life, you need to shine by yourself. Like go, do what you have to do the inner work, do all do everything so you can be much more confident, so you can be much more proud of yourself. This is what he needs. This is what he needs to become this. This is what he needs to become this. Because I don't know if there's something about him probably not feeling so stable, or actually in the back of his mind, maybe there's something about him thinking like he doesn't have enough money, or he thinks, I don't know, maybe he hangs out also with a group of people and he compares how much money they have or how much they had earned through the years, and he's like, I'm not there yet. Actually, I don't. There's people of my age that they have their, I don't know, their own houses, or they owned their own car, and I don't have it yet. So I think that in order for him to be this loving and generous and just very, romantic partner, he has to resolve his economy, because I believe that his economy, or how successful he is, it sort of affects his ability to be a good partner. Probably when he doesn't feel that stable, or when he doesn't feel like he's advancing, or he's not getting as much opportunities as he thinks that he deserves, he can be a bit like unstable. He sort of gets annoyed, or he gets sensitive, or he gets a bit like, like too much in his feelings. So there's something about like before you find the one, that the one can be around, also we here with kindred spirit or with soulmate, it says it means that maybe you had found the ideal person for you. So maybe there's someone around him that could be his ideal type. But maybe to impress that person, or to bring that person into his life, first of all, he has to center himself. Because I think that he has a lot of insecurities. And so the cards are like, you better, you go get your personal objectives, or your personal desires or professional goals, and then you can focus on being a good partner. Because if you don't do that, you're going to get annoyed, you're going to get sensitive, and you're going to be a lousy partner. You're going to be a bad partner, because you're going to be worried all the time about like money, finances. Maybe he likes someone that also is very stable financially. So somehow the cards are like, okay, but you have to think also how to impress that person, or what to give them to sort of like impress them, with, maybe it has to do that this person is also rich or something like this, and he's like, oh, I have to buy them something expensive. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to continue with Enhypen Hison. Yeah. And Hyper Hison, he actually is not that romantic. Like I think that he's going through this period, especially starting with the devil. The devil, we have the Four of Cups, we have the Eight of Wands, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. And then, I was laughing because I was seeing the Eight of Wands, and I was like, this Queen of Pentacles is on their way, she's on her way. And then I saw this on the way, it says, the oracle, it says, your wishes will soon come true. So I think that he personally at this moment, or maybe this is how he has been feeling inside, I think that he has been, when it comes to relationships or just having a crush on someone, he's a bit bored. He probably, I don't know, maybe in the past he was sort of hung up to someone, the devil means attachment. So maybe in the past he sort of had a crush on someone. It could be someone that he didn't have even a conversation with this person. It could be that he's a fan of someone and he just likes that person. He's like, oh, that's my ideal type. And probably he's like, okay, he watches this person or he observes this person, but there's something about him not doing much about it. Sort of, this is not his reality. And also with the Four of Cups, there's this sense that maybe if this is like an online celebrity or something like this that he just knows on the internet, there's something about him being okay with it, you know, him being like, yeah, this is how I pass my time, because I see him a bit detached from romance in general. I see him a bit detached. He's not that interested in falling in love. I think that probably the guy is busy. He has a lot of responsibilities. You know, he has to also have these, you know, these connections with people, with fans, with his work. So he's not, you know, maybe he knows about certain people having crushes on him, but he acts totally detached. He is a tough cookie, I would say. He's a tough cookie. He's not someone that he gets impressed that easily. Probably you have to have a sort of aura, very strong aura, to get his attention. Also, this is another one that I get that he would go for someone older because there's something. Oh, wait, guys. Yeah, sorry, guys. Luna was fighting with this cat. This, sorry. This is, I don't have children, but these cats are, oh. And this cat is so annoying. This, it is a male cat. It's huge, and he's always like in like on the roofs of here, and he sometimes wants to enter my house. If I leave like an open window, or even if I leave for a few seconds, I leave the door open, he would enter and eat all their food. Um, and he was fighting with Luna, so, I had to go. I had to go. Oh my god! And also, I don't know why, but um, these the male cats, they they it's not like a bee, but they release this sort of like um, this is like a very disgusting odor. Um, oh yeah, swear, swear. Toxic masculinity, definitely. Um, but yeah, this is her fault because she wanted to go out. This is her fault, and her fault only. She was scratching the door. Remember, guys, that I was like, I yelled at her. I was like, don't stop it, stop it. She kept scratching, scratching, scratching until she got out to fight this. Yeah, but no, but with them they cannot. This is the thing with cats. When the cats my cats are not they cannot have babies. They are nurtured. I don't know how to say it in English. But you know, usually the male cats, when they realize that they cannot mate, they get very aggressive and they hurt each other actually. And this cat, it's no one's cat. I don't know where he comes from, but he's always like peeing, you know, like sort of marking his territory with this awful pee. Oh, yes, they are both sterilized. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they attempt to mate that way. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh my God. Sorry for interrupting Jesus. And also I have Nerita here. She's spying. Uh, but oh well. Okay. Yeah, like I was saying, probably he is someone that he's like, you know, no one is good enough for him. Maybe he's like a bit, he has his standards for his ideal type. There's something about him, you know, maybe he has an ideal person that is like, you know, the most beautiful, or you know, it's a accumulation of things. Probably he doesn't like also people his age. Um, and this is why I have here the Eight of Wands and I have the Queen of Pentacles. I see someone coming. I see someone entering his life. I see someone entering his life very fast, very soon. But this person also is older, or at least is someone that in their own field or in their own profession they are already established, they are already successful, they already have you know, a legacy of their own. This could be someone that comes to work for them, and he actually like just very fast he develops a huge crush on this person. So I think that this person could be, I don't know if it could be a proper relationship, because I see this person just being on another level, I would say a different level, not just age, but you know, probably when it comes to their abilities or their influence or what she does for a living. I don't know, I don't see her like just being aware that, you know, she is interested, or that that he's like she's his ideal type. Um, but I think that definitely for him, it's a sort of way of getting out of this of daydreaming or fantasizing with people that are not real. Maybe he has a crush on a celebrity or someone that actually it's a way of evading probably him not having a proper relationship with someone at the moment. So he prefers to be like, oh yeah, I'm sort of attached to this person that I watch or I observe from afar, or I watch their videos and I think that they are beautiful, but I will never have anything with them. But this person comes into his reality. This person enters into his reality, and definitely this person it enters to work, to be busy. But yeah, she definitely is going to make. She is on her way, so definitely I see her being very important for him. I think that definitely this person has the possibility to make him feel a bit much more to getting closer to his having a crush in real life and time. You know, when you meet your ideal person, or when you just meet that person like face to face, there's something about him realizing that this person, that he could potentially even fall in love with this person, because it's going to happen very fast. It's like a love at first sight. I think that this sort of like feelings or experiences, it caught him off guard. So there's something about him probably needing this kind of experiences where love cuts him off guard. Because if he has time to analyze the person that he's attracted to, or someone that he could meet, that he could go on a date with someone, or people are like, you would do very well with this kind of person. If he's given the time to analyze all the potential outcomes and resolutions, he wouldn't be able to connect how he feels. I believe that he's a very detached person still. He needs to connect a bit much more with emotions. I don't see emotions here. This is why I'm like, this could be a crush, him feeling instantaneously attracted to someone that is older, wiser, more successful. And he just, having this like, oh wow, like love is here for me, to sort of shock him a bit, because he is a very tough person. He's not easy. He's not that romantic, I would say, or at least he hasn't experienced yet that need for like, oh, I want to share how I feel with you. No, it's more like admiration that he feels for someone. It's not like, oh, I'm feeling all these emotions and I'm getting nervous. Um, mhm. I don't see it as an idol. I think that it could be like a business person, a business owner. I don't think it's an idol. So like die from the boyfriend with Shun. Yes. But for him, it has to happen like this. It has to happen like something that he's like, okay, I cannot deny it. I saw her, and I'm like, you know. But he's not easy to impress. That's the thing. That's why it has to happen like this, because he's not easy to impress. He's not easy to impress. Not even by beauty, I would say. But maybe by status, yes. And probably he also admires someone that is talented, someone that is great at a lot of things. And probably he likes older women as well. He likes older women. Because I can see it. When I saw this Queen this Queen of Pentacles, I was like, he likes older women. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's like, she can rule me. She can be the boss of me. Okay, let's move on to Enhypen J. Enhypen J. Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe it's that placement, like Fluffy said. I need a break. Okay, for Jay. This is very direct, actually. We start with the page of wands. Wands. The magician. And the strength. And we have the card of family. It says family. Matters related to family, postpone the advance with your special person. So something about family is postponing his advance to this person. Yeah, this is so obvious. He's looking at someone. He has his eyes on someone that is younger than him, or at least is in comparison to his character or to his experience in life or the way he sees connections, he feels much more stable. And this person is also very outgoing. Is like I don't know why I always say when I see J energy, I always get like very strong um, Aries vibes, or I don't know, Leo vibes. He does give me. I wonder if he has moon in Leo. Um, but he definitely is very straightforward with this person. He knows he likes them, and this person likes them back. So it's probably this person is a bit. I would say this person is much more like the one that is sort of chasing him and sort of acting all cute, acting all like, being a bit impulsive with him, trying to talk to him or trying to get in his way. And he's feeling so proud of himself. He's like, oh, yeah, I know what you're doing. You're flirting. So there's something about these two being very impulsive together, being very impulsive. There's a lot of attraction, I would say. There's a lot of attraction. There's a lot of attraction. But at the same time, there could be a power imbalance. There could be a power imbalance. I don't know if it's because he's much more experienced or this person is not as famous or is not as popular as him or doesn't have enough money. I don't know. But there's an imbalance. But this person is brave. It's like, I'm going to tell him that I have a crush on him. So this person is brave, even though they are like, yeah, we're not the same, but I like you. I like you. And it's all about attraction. This is, in here I don't see love. I don't see love. Honestly, I don't see love. But honestly, here with the magician and also with the strength card, I think that coming from his side, there's a need to restrict himself. He probably is like, this is not a good idea. This is not a good idea. You and I, yeah, like, yeah, all fireworks, like, I'm a passionate person, you're passionate, we are attracted to each other, yeah, all cool. But I see him trying to sort of manipulate the situation, manipulate a bit to sort of stop. It's like, let's not see each other that often. Yes, like, let's not talk that often. I think that he's trying to not get involved because there's something that he's like, we are not from the same. I don't know, and also seeing the card of family, the card of family that it says that somehow maybe the family values, something about family or legacy is getting in this connection. It's getting, so I don't know if maybe the family doesn't approve of them being together, or they come from different backgrounds. So this could be an issue. This could be an issue, even though there's attraction. They definitely get along. It could be physical, I would say. Like, I don't see like him in love, but there's something about you make me feel good about myself. It's like I feel it. It's something like both of them are very straightforward, like, I like you, you like me. So, it's not even like, oh, I'm trying to flirt with you. No, it's a bit obvious, I would say. But he's trying to, use all his power or his willpower to stop it. Just stop it, because he feels responsible. He's like, if we continue like this is not good. This is not good for me. This is not good for you. So yeah, I feel responsible. Maybe I said yes to your proposition, like, too soon. Maybe also I should have said no. So there's something about like, No, so maybe the family is also knows about it, and they're like, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it. Always once. I look a lot younger, so sometimes younger people are into me, and I'm definitely not. Yeah, for me too. Yeah. Yeah. Also, Taurus men are so insisting, like so insistent. So in the case of him just trying to control himself, I mean, like, this is not a good idea. Let's not see each other anymore. I think that he's very wise because actually he can be selfish and be like, yeah, let's continue, but he's like, we are not from the same background. Okay, let's continue with twice Momo. Jay in too many readings likes them from rich backgrounds. Yeah, and definitely the family's in the middle. The family's in the middle. So I don't know if he has to ask for permission or they know about this person. They know this person, so they're like, not with them, not with them. I'm 22 too. I'm having fun, but for some reason I always view people slightly younger as dumb and baby. Not only in love life in general. Yeah. Okay, for twice Momo. Oh, another one that has a deception. Another one that has to heal. For Momo, we start with the Nine of Wands, so definitely she's a bit fed up of the dating scene, I would say. We have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Eight of Swords. And then we have from the Oracle the card of Deception that it says a deception only can take you from the wrong place or can take you away from the wrong place. So yeah, I feel like she's not that inspired or impressed by the people that approach her. I think that she is just maybe exhausted from being. I don't know. I get that it definitely is not. This is not shocking. Momo is a beautiful woman, so I'm sure she has a lot of people asking her out, asking her for a date. But at the same time, I think that for her, maybe she tries to meet a few people. She's like, okay, yeah, I will go, but she's a bit tired. She's a bit like yeah, like I'm sort of waiting for someone to impress me, and I'm trying to be nice about it, but actually I'm not enjoying this. There's no one here that impressed me actually. Like I'm doing my best. I can see her sort of like accepting going on dates with people that are so boring or are so into themselves and what they own and what they have, all about them and them and them, and she's standing there, just trying to be polite. Because if there's something that I get here is that she's very polite. She's very polite because I have the Two of Pentacles, and I'm like, she's like, I could say no, but actually sometimes just in case, just because I want to go out and maybe open to see if this person is different, I say yes. You know, it's like I say yes, and sometimes I'm not sure about it. So yeah, she's also probably very confusing for men, because they are like, when they think that they got her, or that they are like, oh, she's interested in me, you know, I'm going to ask her for a second date. Then she's like, yeah, I don't know, yeah, I will let you know, but no, no. I definitely see someone that could be a bit much more insistent. I see someone that probably could be like a friend or an acquaintance, you know, someone that is in her life, someone that probably cares a lot about her. Um, but there's something about this person also knowing about what Momo went through. You know, maybe this is a close friend, maybe this is like someone that works with her, and it's like, you know, I know she was hurt before, or I know that she has her own not insecurities, but I feel like, Momo feels so trapped sometimes in social gatherings, or in social, this responsibilities. You know, she feels forced to say yes to going to certain events that she's like, I really don't want to go. But she doesn't know how to say no. So, you know, this is why we have the Two of Pentacles, because even though that person she doesn't like that much, she doesn't know how to say no. She's not that, or at least at the beginning, you know, she's not that like, oh, she's too nice, you know, she's too nice. So sometimes she goes to meetings or gatherings or even parties that she's like, I don't want to be here. So this person knows. So I see this person probably could be like a secret admirer of hers, being a friend that is like slowly waiting for his chance. I believe that this person is like, you know, also if this person is like a confidant of hers, this person, because they know how much she struggles socially, this person could also use this information to be like, okay, maybe I can get closer to her because I understand her. Like, she told me that she really struggles, or she feels trapped, or she feels sad. So, you know, there's this feeling of this person just being very slow moving but persistent. So probably they will get, you know, they will get to the sensitivity of Momo, but at the same time they are like, now is not the time. Now I feel like she's still like, I don't know if she's still traumatized by someone of her past, or she's just, you know, so overwhelmed by all the attention that she gets. You know, she probably gets very obsessive people, you know, and all that energy and all that attention and all the eyes on her somehow like make her a prisoner. So when there's time for intimacy or closeness with someone, she's actually very close off, because she's always like, she feels so restricted. So this person is like, now is not the time. I will wait. I will just be a friend for now. But yeah, she, with the card of deception, definitely she's still not over deception from the past. Definitely, she's still not. She's trying to go out and meet new people. Definitely, she is going out. She is meeting people, but they are not her type. They are not her type. Like, if it was up to her, she wouldn't see anyone. But, you know, since she is like very requested, I would say, like, people just want to see her, she's like, okay, I will go. Just say no, girl. Yes. She feels so guilty for saying no. She's gorgeous. Definitely. But you know, sometimes gorgeous people, they just get this attention of unwanted attention that it must be draining for them. Okay, I'm going to continue with Taemin, with Shiny Taemin. Okay, for Taemin. Hey Diana. Taemin love life is so is so confusing. Okay, for Taemin, we start with the Knight of Pentacles. So he is like that friend. You know the friend that I mentioned for Momo? You know, someone that is patient, that is somehow is waiting, is sort of being like, I don't want to force things. You know, he is that type of person. He is that friend. That friend that never confesses because they are afraid of rejection. We have the Moon card. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Temperance. And we have the card of past lives. Past lives, it says, your new love is someone that you already know. So there could be someone. There could be someone. But at the same time, I think that Taemin is still, when it comes to romance, I believe that Taemin is still, with the Moon card here, I think that he's still confused about relationships or about his own sentiments, about his own emotionality. I think that he's working towards this. He's maybe like, well, he's working definitely, literally, but also probably he's also working, maybe he's doing therapy, maybe he's doing something that has to do with working with his shadows. I think that he still has some fears about intimacy. So, but I see him like observing this Moon card. You know, I see him acknowledging that if he is single or if he still hasn't like have something long lasting with someone, is because he didn't want to, or because he didn't advance. Because I think that he's prioritizing other things. He also recognizes that, you know, he has mood swings, or there's a lot of things that he feels very sensitive about, that he's like, I'm not ready to share this life with other people. Like, I think I should fix my own fears before. I don't know why I feel like because Taemin is like a whole, he's a double Cancer. So, but at the same time, why do I feel like he's polarized on Capricorn, on the opposite? You know, he's polarized on Capricorn, because I see him very focused on his work, or very focused on you know, future projects, and not so much. He doesn't want to go that deep with emotions. He doesn't want to get emotionally attached to someone yet. And also, I don't see someone also. Probably he also hasn't found the person, you know, someone that really inspires him to feel emotional, or to be like, oh, you know, I'm starting to feel butterflies about someone. Like, I don't see someone. I just think that also with the Five of Wands and the Temperance, I think that also, I believe that there's something about Taemin just wanting to be alone. With the Five of Wands and the Temperance, I think that he's slowly moving on from drama around him. I think that he probably has been around a lot of people's drama, not just the group, but probably his family members, or there's a group of people that maybe been in SM as well. You know, there's a lot of drama, or there's a lot of fighting, there's a lot of competition, and he is in this period where he's sort of healing from all these past arguments, you know, competition, like who's right, who's wrong, you know. So he's like, you know, let me be by myself. Like, I want to get away. I'm sort of detoxing myself from the toxicity that I lived all these years. So please, just let me recover. Let me recover. I still think that I'm not fully recovered. So let me recover. But he's super focused on himself. He's like, you know, this is a me problem. This is not about him being like, oh no, because I met this special person and this person broke my heart, and this is why I am like this, and this is why I don't commit because someone in the past broke my heart. No, 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 no. He's like, I have some issues. I have some. He's probably a bit distrustful of people around him. He's still trying to get out of this darkness, I would say. He's like, I'm working through my darkness and I'm trying to start to see people for who they really are. I'm sort of still being very sensitive, very perceptive, and I'm walking through the darkness, and like I'm still trying to see who are the people by my side. Are you worthy of my trust? Like, are you who you say you are, or are you an enemy? So he's still, he's still working on. He probably has trust issues. This is the thing that I get. But yeah, with this card of the oracle, past lives, it says your new love is someone that you already know. So probably, someone special could be among the person that the group of people that he already knows. It's just that because he's going through this, he still hasn't been able to see who this person is. But this person is in his circle of friends or acquaintances. This person is already part of his life. And it's going to be beautiful. It's just that in order for him to see this person, he has to heal. He still is battling. He's still battling. He needs to get um, better. Mm. Dark Night of the Soul first and happy ending. Yeah, yeah. I think that probably were in a sense because it does give with the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Wands. It gives me that maybe there was a lot of drama between SM idols. Like maybe people dating each other, this idol with this idol, and oh, this is the ex of this person, and this person is currently dating this other guy and this girl, like high school drama. So maybe this is what happened, and so this is why he's like, finally, I'm out of there, like so I can remove myself from that situation because I don't care who has a crush on me. Like I don't find this attractive. I don't want to entertain this no more. Like you guys keep fighting or competing with each other or hooking up, whatever you want to do, but I don't want to be part of this anymore. Like I want to meet other people. Like I want to be surrounded by other people. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to continue with Treasure Junkyu. Treasure Junkyu. I believe Junkyu is Junkyu is the Leo one of Treasure, I believe. Junkyu. He just broke up with someone. I see him still heartbroken, but he just broke up with someone. Or some situationship ended. And when I have the Ten of Pentacles, why do I feel like that happened in that building, in the YG building? Because we have the Ten of Pentacles. For, yes, Junkyu. Mm-hmm. Junkyu. Mm-hmm. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Death card. And the Hangman. Poor guy. Who hurt him? And from the Oracle, we have the card of different. Different. The person destined to you is different, but will love you in the right way. So yeah, I think that definitely, yeah, he had something with someone, and I don't know why I feel like this is part of the company, or like, I'm not saying another idol because I don't see the person here. It could be, someone that works in there. Um, yeah, I don't know. Probably I don't think that it's a relationship per se, because I see the Knight of Cups and I see the Death card. So it's more about him, probably like him feeling romantically towards someone, being like, you you are my person, like, oh yeah, we have a vibe, you and I. But then all of a sudden, I don't know if this person sort of show no interest or they ghost him. They, before he could even confess, they left him on the cold. So there's something about him, poor guy. Like, he was trying to be, romantic, but also playful, loving, just very affectionate. And all of a sudden, this person was like, no, poor guy. But also with the Handman, I think that he tries to move on. Definitely, he's a very charming person, so he could act, like, oh yeah, I don't care. It wasn't that serious anyway. Like, I actually was playing. I was not being serious. But actually, with the Handman, maybe this person or this situation is going to leave him reviewing a few things. It's sort of going to leave him hanging. I would say he has to reflect about certain things about himself. So maybe, this is an opportunity for him to reflect, like, okay, like, why do you think that this person sort of cut you off, or this person disappeared, or this person was like, no, thank you. Why do you think that happened? So with the Handman, it's like there's information in there, and you need to pay attention. You need to pay attention to why, why this happened. Maybe you were too eager to, or maybe too flirtatious, and I don't know. I can sort of see him like a player himself. Here I don't see him being unfaithful. But I think that probably, like this Knight of Cups, he's very eager to give you his cup of love. Maybe he's insistent, or he's just romantic with everyone. So there's something about him probably, being seen not as this serious potential partner, or like he's serious. Actually, it seems like he's just playing. Like there's something about people not taking seriously his proposal, or the love or the attention that he is giving. Maybe this person really, like, they thought that they weren't that exclusive, or there's something got lost in here, like something got lost. But also with the card of different, probably also there's something about him. He has a type. When I see the Ten of Pentacles, I think that he has a type. He has, maybe he likes people that dress well, or people that just seem very stable in their work, or people that are very professional, people that are very efficient, probably also people that look very good on the external side. If he is a Virgo, I'm sure that he's very nitpicky. Virgo's partners usually are very picky about, especially males are very picky about, like, oh yeah, my partner has to be like this, has to be this tall, has to be skinny, has to be this, has to be that. And with the card of different, there's something about, he has to, this is why he has this card, because it's like, you have been searching for this type of person, and actually this type of person is not for you. They are not a good match for you. Actually, they will not give you the attention or the love or the reciprocity that you're looking for. The person for you has to be someone different. You have to go for the person that is different. So yeah, maybe he's looking for the traditional beauty, or someone that looks a certain way. But with the card of different, it's like, you are missing your opportunity, because the person for you is someone that is totally opposite of what you think is your ideal. So yeah. Akira. I remember him being so smiley in the Treasure dating show, but in the end, Asahi with his sticking his cat on the juice. Zunkyo tried too hard, probably. Ah. Yeah, he reminds me a bit of J-Hope, of Hobby. Yeah, he's a mix. He gives me Pisces vibes. Maybe because he's very smiley. That's why he gives me Pisces vibe. I like Doyeon. Actually, someone asked me to book cards for Doyeon, but I'm going to leave him for next Wednesday. Okay, I'm going to continue with the Stray Kids Banchan. Stray Kids Banchan. I felt his pain in the first part. I like the way this guy. Can't remember his name. He was doing the cooking. And Junkyo's to second part, I like the Magna. He was fun. And the leader. Okay, for Banchan, we start with the Strength card. We have the Six of Swords. We have the King of Cups. We have the Ten of Cups. Very loving. And from the Oracle, we have the card of Influences. So it says, external influences keep you from your relationship to advance. Patience. Everything is perfect. But I think that honestly, Banchan is maturing a lot emotionally. Actually, I do see it. But first of all, I think that here with the Strength card and the Six of Swords, definitely Banchan is, well, I believe they are on tour at the moment. So yeah, this reflects, he's literally traveling. He's moving places. So with the Strength card and the Six of Swords, he's very romantic. I believe he definitely is the type of person that he would want to be in a relationship. He is a Libra, so maybe he's looking for his other half, definitely. But at the same time, he's going places. You know, he's traveling a lot, and also he's trying to change old patterns of his past. You know, maybe in the past, maybe he used to flirt, or he used to like just being, you know, just like, yeah, you know, you're fun, I'm fun, you know, just being flirtatious, just being open to opportunities. But then, you know, here is like, you know, I'm trying to sort of restrict myself, sort of calm down, and not, you know, not start connections or relationships that I know I don't have the time. I cannot put anything of me. I don't have the time to put on a relationship, honestly, because I'm moving all the time. So I don't have a quality time to give to this person. But honestly, he definitely, with the Strength card, I think that he's trying really hard to sort of repress his need to have a partner. He probably he needs a partner, or probably he's someone that he misses having a special someone or a connection. So he's like trying to be like much more rational. He's like, okay, I know I'm busy. I will not start anything with anyone because, you know, I know that I don't have the time. I'm always moving. But I think that once, they start like not, maybe they go back to, they stop touring, he's going to focus a bit more, much more on his relationships. But honestly, I don't see him settling down with someone. I think that he's much more devoted to his fans. What can I say? I see him being like a lover boy. Not so much like a lover, but for me, the King of Cups is super romantic. But I don't know why it gives me father vibes. So I think that there's something about him probably thinking about his fans or thinking about the community of his fans and trying to be emotionally available for them, trying to be there for them, for the group, for what the group of people around him needs. Not so much about like one-on-one intimate connections with someone special. I think that at the moment he's a sort of like a lover for all the fans, or a lover, or the ideal man for all of them. He's not. He's open emotionally. Definitely, he's feeling very flirtatious. He's feeling very emotional. He's feeling very romantic. But he's probably trying to, pour all that love and devotion to his community, to his people, to his group, to his band. There's a lot of people that depend on Banchan emotionally at the moment. So he's like, instead of fooling around or just, acting like a bachelor, I'm like, I have to take care of the children. But yeah, here it says definitely he's been influenced. He's been influenced. This is why it says external influences are keeping you from your relationship to advance, patience, everything is perfect. So definitely, yeah, these sort of responsibilities that he has now, that somehow are sort of keeping him from having his own intimate relationship. The cards are like, okay, now it's sort of getting in the way, it's sort of influencing and affecting your romantic life, it's affecting this. But at the same time, trust and be patient that everything is perfect. Everything happens for a reason. So if you are busy, focus on your community or focus on giving love to your people instead of having, and devoting himself to just one special person. Maybe, this is the right time to do this and not to get into a relationship because it's not the time. But at one day you will. Be patient, the day will come. The day will come and the person for you will come. But definitely he's feeling much more generous. He's becoming much more loving, accepting. He's also been much more patient. I think that probably in the past he was someone that was very anxious when it comes to dealing with people. It's like he would get a bit annoyed with them. But now he's like all love and peace. Now he's loving his life. He's loving the people around him. He's not having mood swings. He's just a very loving, I would say father. I would say father, single parent. But very loving. I love it. I love it. I love it for him. Definitely. I love it. I love it for him. I love it. Yeah. His energy feels so generous. I love it so much. Single father first, wife comes later. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, but I think that this sort of relationship is somehow helping him to open up a bit more and be much more generous. I think that sometimes, especially because he's such a public person, that I noticed that probably he's the type of person that when he gets into a relationship, because I believe he has Venus in Scorpio, so he gets very immersed in that relationship with that person. So everything feels so, it's you and I against the world, So he would become very secretive and very, like everything he would devote. He would be so devoted to his partner that he would forget about his commitments. He would forget about everything but his partner. So I think that it's great that he's sort of giving the love more to the community and the group, and not so much being thinking like, oh, I want to be in a relationship, and then they get obsessed with like, oh, then whoever they're dating becomes their personality. So, yeah, yeah, no, no, yeah, I prefer. Levita's opening the door. These cats are today are so like so unstable. I swear. Today they made my day miserable. First they want to go out, then they want to come in, then they want to go out again. No, no. And she cannot open it because it has a lock. Why, guys? I cannot with these cats. I swear. I cannot with them today. My neighbor cat was uh, complaining to me today as well. No, today I swear. Next time I'm going to lock them up and I'm going to send them to my dad's house because today they are so annoying. I are so annoying. Like I don't know what they want. They are inside. They want to go out. They are. Okay, the last one that I have. I have one less, and then I'm going to go, guys. Now Luna is sleeping. She's relaxing in there. Okay, I'm going to continue with the actor Lee Seung. I'm going to write it down so you know who. Lee Seung Ho. Okay, for Lee Seung Hyuk, his love life. Black Kitty spotted. ¿Negrita? Ah. Okay, for this actor, we start with the Knight of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, King of Cups, King of Pentacles, and we have the card again of influences. So yeah, again it says external influences get in the way of your relationship to advance, patience, everything is perfect. So yeah, I think that honestly, I think that this man is very focused on working. I don't see him much like feeling romantic. I think that he's very focused on working, and he's already practicing or he's already in the work. So I don't see him just maybe having a love life. And also I have these two kings in here. So. I'm like, is he recording a BL or something like this? Because I have these two men in here, and I'm like, could it be that he will have like a male, like a male co-star or something like that, or he will this, I'm not assuming his sexuality, but I can sort of see him surrounded by a lot of men, and especially men that he admires. These are very important men, very successful men, and probably, yeah, it has to do that he spends a lot of time with them. So I don't see him being like, being thinking like, oh, I want to, have a partner or a stable partner. I think that he is more like focused. He's much more busy, like working with these people and sort of like looking at these two men. Maybe these are very influential actors, and he admires them so much that he cannot take his attention from these people. Maybe it could be friends as well, but they look older than him. So there's something about him just not being in the mood for love at the moment. Yeah, and definitely with the kind of influence, it probably work gets in the way of him, being with someone, with a special someone. But in this moment, it's all about these people, or it's all about his work. So I don't see someone. I don't see someone. I have an orange cat who is pretty sure is a Virgo. I think I thought he was sensitive and let other people's energy into his space. To the point, it was painful to watch him try to speak. Oh, it was so painful to watch him. Oh my God. I was like, no, why are you looking like this? It seems like you're in pain. Like, oh my God, I feel so bad watching this. Like, I was like, please, someone take him out. Take him out of this show, because it seems like he was in pain, like physical pain. Yeah, he was a nice guy in the end. I don't know how much the show exaggerated their shyness for the show to create some drama, but his discomfort seemed genuine. I also have an orange. Like, all the orange cats must be Virgos because they say that orange cats are like so hyperactive. Ah, my cat's name. It's like Blackie in English. It's like Blackie in English. Or like brunette. Brunette. We usually call people that are brunette like that as a nickname. That's why she is like this. Usually, when you have a black animal, um, usually it's like Blackie, or it's like Negrito or Negrito. It's like I have my cousin that she has a black dog, and he's Negrito. Um, Sometimes when I get when I yeah, because I think that I was about to call her I wanted to name her Isis. In Spanish it would be Isis. Isis, like the goddess. Uh-huh. Um, but she wouldn't respond to it. She wouldn't respond to it. She wouldn't. She would be like. But Negrita, she does respond to it. Yeah, she does know. She does know. Yeah, all pets in Latin America have the same names. Yes. Yeah, we don't change much. It's the same. Black cats are less adopted than other, oh, poor babies, because of yeah, I always wanted a black cat, not because of the superstition, just because I found them beautiful. They are so beautiful. If you see Negrita's fur, she's so beautiful. Like her fur is so shining. Like she's like they're so beautiful, so and such a resilient animal. Like she doesn't, except the time that she ate something that actually got stuck in her intestines, and she had to go to surgery. But she's such a healthy animal. She's looking beautiful. She's so, now she's like a bigger cat. Now she's an adult, but she's so beautiful and so resilient. But it's very different to Luna. Luna is so has become actually a bit much more sensitive. She's like an albino. She's like an albino pet, you know, and she suffers from the same as albino, or albino. I don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah, she suffers from, you know, skin conditions. She has allergies. She has a lot of things. So yeah, but I remember when we got her, she was like this small, and she actually came with all these, you know, injuries. She had, like, there were a lot of, she was missing spots of hair. She wouldn't have, you know, and she would have a lot of fleas also. So we had to give her a lot of shots when she was like very young, because when they gave her to me, she was all full of little flies. She had a lot of bugs in her. Also, her eyes were also covered in, like, she had a lot of mucus. Like, poor, poor, poor animal, really. But she grew very well. But now, you know, as she's getting older, she's having all these, you know, these conditions that she didn't have when she was like younger. But well, it's like us, guys. It's like us. My neighbor's cat too also is called. She must be a Monitourus. Yeah, she's so stubborn. Yeah, she's so stubborn. Yeah, they're both Aquariuses. Both, both of them. Yeah, they were born in the same season. Chester in Latam probably comes after Chester Cheetos. Mm. Aquaduo, cool. Yeah, they're both of them are Aquariuses. Mm. They are detached. They are very independent. But when they want to, they get closer. When they want to, they get closer. Um, Negrita is like the, for me, she is the reason why other cats come into the roof of our roofs, because she believes that everyone is her friend. She's that naive. She thinks that everyone is her friend, and there's a huge problem, because usually I notice this, that black cats, despite that there's people that fear them, black cats, for me, I believe, are the most affectionate cats. I noticed that they're so affectionate. To their owners, they're so affectionate. Um, but they're a bit innocent. Even though you see them, I remember I used to have one that was huge. Like he had like even like the teeth. He would have like sort of Dracula teeth. He would have like you could see them like outside his mouth. Um, and he was so huge. He has like a lot of fur coming off here. I remember, poor guy, he tried to clean himself, and he was with his tongue. He wouldn't reach the level of hair that he would have. He was beautiful, beautiful, and he was just he got injured because I remember we had like I don't know how you call this animal that it's not like a raccoon, but it looks like a rat, but it's not a rat. And he was on the roof, and he thought that that animal was like another friendly animal. and he got close to it, and they fought. Like this animal actually bite him and pushed him off the, like, of the ceiling of the roof, and he fell. And after that, he didn't recover from the fall. But he was that naive, and he was a huge cat. You would be like, oh, but he's a giant. Like, who would fight him? But he was so naive. He thought that all the things walking were his friends. Like he thought that they were all his equals, and no, that this animal was very poisonous. Like it was very aggressive. I believe it's opossum. Opossum. Yeah. It's true. There's this black cat that visits my parents' cat, and they just chill together. Yeah, they're so friendly to other cats. Yeah, they're friends. They're very friendly. You will rarely see a black cat attacking other cat. They're so friendly. They're so friendly. You see it because they lay next to each other, and they don't discriminate. They don't discriminate. Ah, Ruperto. I love that name. We used to have a calico cat that was mostly black, and she was the sweetest cat ever. Very sweet to children as well. Oh, yeah, they're so wild. Yeah, we used to have one here that I don't know where she came from, but she used to also. When I didn't have these cats, we didn't have any cats back then, but she would sort of sleep in like in the back side of. We have like a chimney, and she was sleeping there. She was so angry all the time. She was so angry. She was like really, she was ready to fight you. Maybe because she was afraid, but she would live in there. Like she would live in our territory, and she would be like fighting us. Like she was so, like, but really aggressive. You could see it. Like you would just be staring at her, and she would be like, yeah, Dexter is going to the corral with the horse. He thinks they're his friends. Yeah. My cat is very needy and knows what he wants. Yeah, Luna is possessive as well. When she sees me that I'm talking, like I'm talking to Nevita like a baby, like I'm talking to her with a very lovely voice, and I'm like touching her, she comes and she stands next to us and she looks at us. Like she is my private detective, I say. Wherever I go, she goes after me. It's like, and if I'm talking to my dad or I'm talking to Nevita, she's like meowing. She's like interrupting. Like, what are you doing? Like, oh, she was a rescue from a TV pet person. We didn't know what kind of cat we were getting. They just matched one to us, and they thought it was working well with us. I've been telling him happy birthday ever since Omicron season because I don't know the actual date, but I don't want to miss his birthday. Ah, they're my friends and they seem mellow, but she's afraid he'll get too close. Yeah, my cat hates phones. He gets in the middle to get pets. Yeah, mine too. She rubs her head and she's like, and also if I have the tablet or if I have like the laptop open, she also would scratch it, would like, she would push it with her head and she would close it. Yeah. Ah, my dog's a Virgo. I always get her a big bone for her birthday. Ah. Okay, guys, enough of the conversation of today. Today was a long day. I feel like I was waking up too early with too many things to observe and understand, and we understand a few, but we don't understand much. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Let's see if we get better news about something in K-pop for once. Like first we had this with Yoongi last week. Now we have this. I feel like we don't have rest. We don't have a chill moment. I hope we get more happy news with this Virgo season. Please give us something to look forward to, because this is not okay. These are not good times. So yeah, guys. But please take care. And yeah, we will continue be talking on Discord. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you on Saturday.